After Nolan finds out that Alan is trying to use the Scourge virus on Earth, he tries to find it, but Alan tells him that it's being loaded onto a ship and where he will introduce the virus into the planet's atmosphere, but Nolan yells at him saying he can't do this, and how the virus is designed to kill Viltrumites, and humans are so genetically similar, it can end up killing them too. Alan tells him that he already knows that, and Nolan tells him that he can't let him do this, so they square up, and Nolan punches him. And Alan tells him that this is for the good of the universe, and he won't let him stop him. But Nolan tells him that the people of Earth are innocent. But Alan grabs Nolan and takes the fight outside. Nolan then stops fighting to talk to him and says he's doing the same thing the Viltrumites did on Europa. But then Alan tells him that doing this would prevent anything like that from ever happening again, and to think of all the lives it will save 1,000 years from now and eons of peace. But Nolan tells him he can't do this, and Alan tells him how could he not. So they get back to fighting and take the fight into space, and Nolan tells him that he will beat some sense into him, but Alan tells him he will beat him as much as he allows it, which ends now, so he punches him, beating him up, telling him he won't let him stand in his way, but hopefully, when all of this is done, he will realize he had no choice. But then Oliver slams into him asking what the hell is he doing, and starts to fight him, kicking him in the balls, and Nolan comes to help, but he suddenly stops because Alan's soldiers pull up, and Alan now makes them listen, saying if he released the Scourge virus on Earth, it's not a 100% chance it will affect the human population. Then Oliver says that he's right, and to let him do it, because he's sure he'd warn Mark and take Eve and a few other people off the planet, and Debbie is already here, so he doesn't care about anyone else. So Nolan tells them that Earth can change them, like what it did to him. But then Alan says they wasted enough time, so he sends his soldiers to restrain him. So Nolan tries to fight back, but gets hit by Oliver, so he tries to throw a punch at him but stops and says he can't, after what happened last time. So Alan sneaks up and punches him until he is left too weak to fight back, and takes Oliver with him to help convince Mark, or most likely restrain him. Nolan then goes to Debbie, where she thinks he was trying to take over this planet, but he tells her what he was trying to do, but passes out from his injuries.